Hey everyone, welcome to Misha Design. My name is Ayana Gomez, and as always, to my subscribers, welcome back guys. In this video, I want to show you how you can create a circle skirt quick and easy. And all you're going to need is a circle tablecloth. Let's go. Alright, before moving forward, you need to take one important measurement, and that's your waist measurement. So you're going to take your tape measure and just put it around the area where you want your skirt to lay. Alright, so for me, I want it to lay right around here. I like high-waisted stuff, and for me it's 37. Now we have to do some calculations to find the radius, so just mark your waist measurements and let's get started. Now here's a quick tip. When taking your measurements, keep in mind that your measuring tape needs to be the same height all the way around. You don't want it to be high in the front and then it's dropping low to the back. So just make sure it's the same height all the way around when you're taking that measurement. Okay, so now that we have our radius measurement, let's fold our tablecloth in half. Now I'm going to work on the wrong side because eventually I'm going to have to mark my radius points in. So you want to take your tablecloth and you want to evenly fold it in half. Once you've created that fold, you're going to fold it in half one more time this way. So once you finish folding, okay, mine is not folded evenly, so I'm going to fix that in a little while. But you get the idea of how it needs to be folded, and this is how it should look after you created those two folds. Let's start putting in the radius measurement that we got for our waist and make our cuts. Okay, so now that our tablecloth is folded in those two areas, I'm just going to take my clips. You can use pins if you don't have clips, and I'm simply going to just clip it to stay in place. Alright, mind any stains you're seeing. I've had this for quite some time. So you want to now take your measuring tape, and I am going to clip the edge of my measuring tape right onto the edge because I need this to sort of stay in place. So I'm just going to clip that there, and we're going to measure out our radius. So for me, my radius was 5.89, so that's a little way before 6, so that's about here. Alright, and what I have to do now is just take my measuring tape, and because I have the clip holding the measuring tape in place, I could just go around until I reach the other side of my tablecloth. So the first measuring point is going to start on the fold, so I marked off. So I marked off, and now I'm going to shift down and I'm going to mark off again. Alright, so at the end you should have a marking like this. Let me use another color so that you can see it. Hopefully you can see this new color. Alright, so this is my 5.89 inches measurement, starting from one point all the way to the next. let's cut this curve out. Take your fabric scissors and just cut that out. Circle, I wonder, could use this on a nice piece of patchwork. All right, so now you have your waist. So this right here is your waist for your skirt. For the next step, you want to create the waistband, and I would be using this 2-inch wide piece of elastic band as my waistband. So you're just gonna take your elastic and put it around the area you want your skirt, where your skirt is going to lay, and you're just gonna stretch until you get the fit you want and you cut out that necessary piece. All right, now that I have my band put together, and before you attach the elastic to the tablecloth, what you want to do is close off your elastic waistband to create a loop, basically. So you're just gonna go in with a zigzag stitch. I went across twice with my stitch and close off your elastic. Once you've done that, right, just gonna take my chalk and kind of just mark the back midpoint and the side midpoints, even though I may not have to because I can identify it easily. I'm then going to mark off a center midpoint in the front and back of the tablecloth around the waistband area, and then the side points, right? So I'm just going to take my blue chalk and just mark off and then line them up. So I'm working on the right side of the tablecloth and I'm working on the wrong side of the waistband, and I'm just going to take this and put it into the waistband, and I'm going to line up that midpoint, clip, take that back midpoint, line it up with the back midpoint of the elastic band, and I'm just gonna line up the side points as well. About 1/2 inch with this, and while I'm stitching, I'm going to pull and stretch my elastic to the point of the waist area on the tablecloth. So here's a tip for when you are attaching an elastic band onto anything. You want to find one point and secure it in place with a stitch. So for the skirt, I would recommend for your both side points, go in and just secure that in place. This way, when you have to pull while you are stitching to attach the band, you would not lose any of your points, right? So when you're pulling, you already have you already have 2 areas secured in place. Okay, so I've attached my band. So after attaching stuff, I like to do a flat top stitch to just secure what I just did and also to give it a nice, good, flat finish. this is too long, so I am going to shorten it a bit. I'm not for the long skirts, but if you like it long, you can go ahead, leave it as is, and you have yourself a gorgeous new long circle skirt. But if you're like me and you want this to be a little shorter, you can go ahead and make this shorter. That's it for now, guys. Till next time, deuces.